everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we have another members-only chat live stream. Everybody can participate, but only by watching, but only members will be able to chat. That's right. We're going to talk about, are you still losing your wealth? Come on now. We got to keep talking about this. This is 2021. Things are about to get worse on some financial fronts, but not all of them. So we're still going to have to take advantage. But we're going to have to talk about this misinformation. At least that's what I call it. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. That's right. I'm trying to get us on Instagram as well. So that's right, everybody at Instagram, welcome to the Stop Struggling Now live stream. Members only can chat on the YouTube channel. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Once again, this misinformation, at least I feel it's misinformation, because there's a lot of people talking about spending cash for items that go down in value and acting like that's a thing to do. No, we're not in the Dave Ramsey course. No, we're not in anybody else's course. If you want to save 6 months, 7 months worth of your expenses, go ahead. But please park your money in places that can increase your money. That's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to go over a few things. But first, I have to say hello to a few of the members. Richard Reynoso, welcome to the live stream on Wednesday evening. Good evening. Can't wait to learn. Reminder on and ready. Richard Reynoso with the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. And everybody who can chat tonight will have the icon next to their name. CJ Anderson, good evening to you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. All right. Good evening, everyone. Loving that t-shirt. That's right. I'm glad you mentioned it, because you can go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website and get SSN merchandise. CEO of my life. Hard work equals entrepreneur, and a few others. F average. Be legendary. In fact, new items. Speaking of F average, be legendary. There you go. That's another one. All right, you can get all that at the StopStrugglingNow.com website under SSN merchandise. Or some of you may be watching from your desktop or your mobile phone. And underneath the description, there's a merchandise shelf by Teespring. And you'll see some other gear on there, such as no excuses, no fear. That's how we do it. And that's where you can get some gear. So thank you so much for mentioning that, Richard Reynoso. I appreciate that. N. Smith, N. Good evening. Nice to see you here on the Wednesday night live stream. A members only chat. Tanisha Lyles, President Eric. Good evening, family. That's right. Good evening, Tanisha Lyles. Thank you so much for being here. Got to get that hat. CJ Anderson. That's right, man. Look for it. It's going to be up on the SSN merchandise. It's going to be up tomorrow where you can purchase it. All right. So thank you for mentioning that. Curtis Davis is in the house. Good evening, Mr. Financial. I gave him the nickname because he comes with the heat when it comes to stock choices and picks. So I want to go over a few things before we get started. And hello to Willie the Sauce on Instagram. Official Terrio. How you doing on Instagram? I see you. All right. Thank you so much for watching on Instagram. All right. Now, let's get to it. So, people on Instagram won't be able to see some of these screens, but you guys will be able to understand what I'm talking about. All right. So I'm going to show a few things here because I want to establish. Let's just get a few things established straight out the box. Okay. And what I want to do is let's talk about declining U.S. grain supplies. Okay. You guys are going to see this on the screen. And what I'm trying to express to you is this. There's a thing called inflation. That means when grains cost more, that means all products that are food related or they use the grains, like the soybeans, for instance, you're going to pay more than you did last year. So the fact that you're paying more than you did last year, that's called inflation. I don't care what they're trying to make it up like there isn't inflation. If the grain cost $1 per pound last year and it cost $1.50 per pound, that's an increase of 50%. That's inflation, ladies and gentlemen. Don't believe the hype out here when the U.S. government, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, uses this thing called Consumer Price Index, otherwise known as CPI. That's fake. They changed it around 1980. Before that, it was called Cost of Goods Index because you would have a basket of goods and then you would know if it cost me $1 for milk last year and it now costs me $1.25. And then if they know bread cost me 60 cents and then this year it cost me 70 cents, they would tell you inflation is like damn near 15%. All right. Now, I hate to bring this up in this type of fashion, in this tone of voice, but I am fed up with the United States government giving out propaganda. And then they change the rules and make it seem like everybody is stupid. You're going to the grocery store, you see the prices going up, and then they go, oh, no, it's only going up 2% a year, 3% a year. Well, this is why I have this on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Declining U.S. grain supplies means we have a supply and demand issue. This means that inflation, the cost of goods are going up, which means you're paying more. All right, that's the first thing I want to show you. Now, we're going to get into something else as well, because this is going to lead into how you're losing wealth by some of these so-called financial experts. All right, here we go. I'm going to show you something else. Household debt. All right. So everybody on Instagram, you could probably see some of this on YouTube at the Stop Struggling Now. We're on live there as well on the YouTube channel, but only members of the channel will be able to chat. So anyhow, here's the thing. Household debt rises to 14.6 trillion due to record-breaking rise in mortgage loans. Ladies and gentlemen, the point of the matter is the only reason there's record-breaking mortgage loans is because the feds reduced the interest rate. Of course, if you have a home loan and you have a 5% loan or a 4% loan, you're going to try and get it to 2.9. It only makes sense. So you're going to have people refi. You're going to have people buy a new home because the cost of living is going up so much that renting an apartment costs more than it does to rent a home or buy a home. These are the kind of things that are going on. So of course they're going to, but notice the thing here on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Household debt rises to $14.6 trillion. Our GDP in 1 year, on average in America, is only about 20 trillion. So the fact that you have 14.6 trillion in 1 year, that is absurd. That is bad. It is not a good thing. All right? Keep this in mind. The increase came largely due to record-breaking rise in mortgage debt, which now totals more than 10 trillion. All right? Student loan debt also went up. Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't go up 2% is what I'm trying to tell you. This stuff isn't rising at just 2-3%. Stuff is moving up 10, 20, 50, 100%. This is insanity. So if debt is rising up at these $1 trillion deficits over and over and over again, somebody's going to have to pay this back. All right? So just keep all this in mind. And let's go back to economics. If a government is printing money, meaning stimulus checks, meaning PPP loans, meaning EIDL loans, that also means they're putting money in the money supply. That means there's going to be inflation. All right? I see you, Credit Boss Jojo. Welcome to the Instagram live stream. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So I just want to show you guys, this is actually what you call inflation. Now, I'm going to get back on the screen so everybody can see me here. And we're going to talk about why I did that first. But first, I got to get everybody up here. Diesel Mike is in the house. Welcome to the live stream. Good evening, Eric. Do you think this inclement weather and windmill propaganda in Texas will affect their Green New Deal and stocks associated with it? There is no Green New Deal. All right, let's just get this straight. Here's what the green economic deal in America is, meaning cashola in my pocket. I need electric vehicles. That's green energy. I need renewable sources. That's green energy. If it takes windmills, I'll take the windmills because that's producing no carbon footprint. I don't have to worry about any emissions. I'll take that too. Please tell me, Texas and everybody else, what is wrong with renewable energy sources? Stop the madness. Now, if correct me if I'm not wrong, but since we're talking about Texas and the propaganda, correct me if I'm not wrong. Are you guys not without electricity right now and power? That has nothing to do with green energy. It has to do with your power grid. Are you going to wake up yet? Stop blaming the obvious. Your power grid's always been a disaster in America. That's why electricity goes out in all states all the time. Whenever there's a storm, a lightning storm, electricity goes out. Has nothing to do with solar panels, windmills, electric hydropower. Has nothing to do with that. When a hurricane happens, you're out of electricity. The same would be true if you were on solar power or not. So stop playing. Stop acting like dumbasses. All right? Power goes out in any storm. It has nothing to do with the Green New Deal. Has nothing to do with that. But I will tell you what it does have to do with. When you're trying to stop renewable energy sources and trying to keep oil, gas, water, and all that stuff as a normal situation, let's look it up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have to look it up. I already know. You realize these industries get subsidized, right? Oil, gas get subsidies from taxpayers. We pay for these guys. Yet they still get tax breaks. They still don't pay taxes. The same thing goes true with all the rest. Walmart, Walgreens, same Amazon, all these guys. And here we are talking about in 2021 how there's an electrical power outage and they're going, oh man, if you had solar energy, I'm like, please, your power's been going out for the last 100 years in America, with or without solar panels, no matter where you live. So don't act like just because if you had solar, you would have a problem. Stop playing. The fact that somebody is sitting there saying, hey, give me some solar batteries. That's right. Solar panels need battery backup. Credit Boss Jojo says it. He gets it exactly right. And this is why Tesla came out with their power wall, ladies and gentlemen. But see, the government says, oh, hold on now. We can't have this. We got to slow this up. It's only common sense. Just like they make it illegal in states to collect rainwater. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Why can't you collect rainwater, which is free dropping down from the sky? Same reason why they're trying to restrict you from having solar panels and windmills and all the rest of it so you can whip it up and store it in your own little battery pack at the house. Because then you won't need oil, water, gas, who's getting subsidized. I'm on my soapbox right now, the live stream. I'm welcoming everybody to show up because this is real out here in the field. You're making up money, making your own money, working hard every damn day, and then you get taxed 24%, 25%, 30%. Why? Because they want to keep this old fossil fuel BS going on. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? We have sun up there. Hey, you know what? We got wind going through. And so what? Why can't we use their normal electrical plants? Why can't you use those as backups? Because apparently you need something as backup because the electrical grid can't run 100% of the time anyhow. Stop playing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can see how it is up in here. This is Stop Struggling Now. It's real in the field. No BS. Get real out here. All right. So anyhow, Diesel Mike, there's my answer to the Texas nonsense. acting like there hasn't been power outages before. Hasn't been power outages in 1985 or 2005 or 2009 or 2011 when there isn't any solar nothing. You still had power outages. Come on, man. Stop playing. All right, we have a new member here. Victor Marrero, welcome to the Stop Struggling Now Wednesday live stream. A new YouTuber, a new person. Thank you so much. I humbly appreciate you becoming a member of the channel. All right, let's see what else we got going on. They're messing with supply. Curtis Davis, exactly. That's what they're trying to do. Victor, welcome to the SSN team. That's right. Exactly. Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate it. Eric, you done brain surgery again. Facts. That's right. We got facts in the house. Tanisha Lyles. It is costing up to $900 to charge Tesla as opposed to $80 with the outage in Texas. The solar panels also reported frozen. We'll send those articles. Any comments? Tanisha Lyles. Exactly my point I'm trying to make. It's not about the solar panels. Here's what it's about. Think about this. I have solar panels on my house. There is no storm. Why can't I store the electricity from my solar panels and use it in the day and store it on my wall? I'm not using the electrical grid. Why can't I do that? That's the real question you should be asking. Because common sense dictates I need all the stored electricity that I can use. And when I have to use the electrical grid, okay, I'll use the electrical grid. But why should it be reversed? Why should it be I'm going to use the electrical grid and then you're going to tell me when there's a storm that the solar panels won't work? But my solar panels are working every damn day that there isn't a storm. And I get to store the excess electrical in my garage. So I don't need your electrical grid. Just like I don't need to get water when I can store water. But then the government stops you from storing your own water. Think about this. All right? Anyhow, that's my answer to that. So stop going reverse. If you want to go to the future, then put in damn solar panels. And then when there's freezing, then I'll use your electrical grid and allow me to use my power that I stored up in my power wall or whatever else you want to call it. My battery pack, whatever. Stop playing. It ain't that hard. Here in Florida, we got to be still hooked up on the grid. Exactly. Credit boss JoJo. He's talking about it up here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. How many of you can sit there and go, hey, you know what? I'm going to go down to the government. I'm going to build a house. My city, state, local government. I'm going to build a house. Oh, hey, guess what? I got my own acreage. I don't need to hook up to your power grid. Go try that, ladies and gentlemen. Land of the free. Come on. Stop this land of the free propaganda. It's not, because you can't. That's exactly what Credit Boss JoJo's talking about. You go, hey, I want solar. They go, oh, yeah. You got to still hook up to the grid. I'm like, I don't want to hook up to the grid. We got sunlight 360 days a year in Florida. Why do I need to hook up to your grid? Oh, that's because we still want some of this money. But wait, you're getting taxpayer money. And you don't have to do anything. And you raise my rate every year. Yeah, well, you still got to hook up to the grid. Why? Land of the free. Wink, wink. Come on, man. Stop this. Self-sustaining versus dependent on grid. Exactly, Curtis Davis. And higher paying jobs, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Solar panels, green energy, windmills, and all that. Those jobs are over $100,000. Never mind the engineering jobs, over $200,000. Never mind that you would need, if you go all across the country, you would need millions of people to maintain this renewable energy source. Come on. All right. Victor Marrero. Hello, Eric. I also purchased the Punta Cana property at Cana Rock Galaxy. Can't wait to close in 2022. Oh, my God. Victor Marrero. I was looking at that Cana Rock Galaxy. The Galaxy is sweet. It's on the Hard Rock. I'll call it the Hard Rock golf course. I'll call it plantation because that thing is acres. So the Hard Rock has their own, the Cana Rock properties. Also the Galaxy. It has, I can't remember all the names off the top of my head, but that is an awesome property. I also looked at it, but it wasn't with my timeline. It's a year too soon for me. I wanted 2023 if possible, because I want to take advantage over the next 2 years what's going to happen with the stock market. And as they build more and more things in Punta Cana, the values will increase. But the Cana Rock is awesome. It's by the golf course. I love it. And the way they designed the Galaxy is sweet. All right, keeping it 100. That's right. And then Smith in. That's right. You got to be an entrepreneur. Being an employee don't make sense anymore. That's right, official Terrio. South Florida permit fees are high, so the solar contracts will charge more to install in South Florida. Exactly. That's exactly what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Okay, I see you, Eric. Thanks for this info. Tanisha Lyles, thank you so much. But hey, that's what I'm trying to say. It's propaganda. So you have these companies who get free money from taxpayers, and then they're telling you, oh, hey, forget about that renewable stuff. Just stick with us so we can still get our subsidies every freaking year. And the subsidy's not $50, ladies and gentlemen. Try billions. Okay, well, I won't get carried away. Over the course of all the sector, it's like a few hundred million, all right? Taxpayers. So why don't they fend for themselves, since this is a capitalist society? Why do we have to subsidize them if it's capitalist society? This is propaganda. Capitalism is propaganda. It's capitalism for you and me as an ordinary citizen, otherwise known as an OC. Okay, for us, it's capitalism. Top 10 percenters and everybody, billion-dollar companies, they get subsidized. They get tax breaks. And then they claim, oh, it's because we give you guys jobs. Mother, please. I thought we're in a capitalist society. It doesn't matter who gives out the jobs. You're supposed to make it on your own. You're supposed to hire according to the best people you can hire. It's not about, if I give you money, anybody that's watching this right now, if I gave you $1 million to run a business and every year you knew I was going to give you $1 million, how does that incentivize me to actually make sure that my business is running the best it can run? It's not. And that's why we're in this failed situation going on right now, and Texas propaganda coming out talking about, oh, well, the renewable Green Deal. No. What's wrong is the old school oligarchs are the ones holding progress up, and we wouldn't even be in this situation in Texas if they would get off their ass and do the right thing and use that wind source, that solar source, that electric water source, and store it somewhere. So then that way, if something does happen to the power grid, just like what's happening right now, you would have your citizens with electricity. Until you fix that old piece of crap that you guys don't want to fix because you're getting subsidized. Come on, man. Stop playing. All right. California stop reimbursement. Exactly, Curtis Davis. That's right. Because they don't want people to be able to be self-sustainable. This is the whole problem. The land of the free is propaganda. Because if you did, you would be sitting there saying, hey, you know what? It's raining today. Are you collecting your water? Sunshine all day today. Are you making sure that you're collecting your energy? Come on. Those would be the answers. Instead of this other crap. Instead of them going, hey, you worked today. How much tax are we taking from you? That's all they care about. Come on, man. All right. In solar power, you have access. Exactly. Excess solar power. Exactly. And then you could help out your neighbors, or you could store it. That would be too awesome, wouldn't it? Now, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. All you in Texas and who's in this winterized situation where you have no power, think about this. Just like what happens when a person has their electricity turned off, and you're sitting there going, what are my options? Some people go to their next door neighbors and say, hey, can I run an extension cord over here? Right? So please tell me what's wrong with the same situation, because if I have extra power bank at my house and my neighbors are out of juice, just like our cell phones can charge other cell phones now, why can't my solar panels charge my neighbor's house too? I don't need your power grid. Kumbaya. Come on, man. I get heated about this. The other projects besides Galaxy within the Hard Rock are Star, Universe, Captiva. There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Victor. That's the Captiva one and the Star. All of them are cool. All of them are cool, actually. I can't even say not one of them. All of them are cool. They were just overpriced for what I'm trying to do because I don't want to live there. And so I felt it was best that I stay within the $100,000 price range because I'm using them for Airbnb, VRBO. So that's where we're at. And I didn't get in early enough, by the way, at the Hard Rock. Like I said, I was a year too late because if it was last year, then I probably would have got in at the Hard Rock. The prices were a little bit lower. So let me know, when did you get in, Victor? When did you start? I'm praying for families in Texas. Exactly. That's all we can do is pray for the families in Texas. All right. People are dead, dude. Cat boo. That's it, man. Exactly. People are dying. Exactly. Carbon monoxide poisoning. Exactly. People are going in their cars, cutting them on, staying in the garage, or just sleeping in their car because the temperatures are at 30 degrees. People can die, and they are dying, all because of stupid nonsense. And it has nothing to do with Green New Deal. It has to do with our existing power grid, which any foreign country can knock out at any time. In fact, by the way, think about it. You guys should Google when Russia infiltrated the USA power grid. Yes, they did. They hacked into it. They just didn't do any real damage. But they were actually in there looking around. Okay, so they could have done some damage. Just to let you know. All right. So anyhow, I got all heated up. I'm even sweating right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here's what I wanted to get into also. After we got into the household debt, you guys saw that. So basically, let's see. Okay, basically, what I wanted to talk about was this. Okay, so, okay, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get into something. Oh, by the way, thank you all for being here. Please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. I'm in Dallas, Texas. It sucks. Rolling power outages. I'm still getting my bill, though. Exactly, in Smith Inn. Still getting a bill. This is the same thing that happens in California, Arizona, things like that when the temperatures reach like 110, 120, and people are trying to run their AC. They do what they call rolling brownouts. Same thing. But your bill's still coming. And by the way, they up the bill in the summer. They up the bill in the winter. And they still get subsidized. Jesus, it's crazy. Southwestern Energy stock based out of Texas has remained up 2 to 4% despite the weather disaster. I guess things ain't that bad after all. Exactly, Tanisha Lyles, because it's not based on anything. These guys are getting money regardless. They can charge you whatever they want to, and they get subsidized by the United States taxpayer. It's simple. They have no reason, no incentive to do anything. Just like PG&E got in at 231. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Victor Marrero talking about the Punta Cana real estate situation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to divert for a second. Victor Marrero says he got in at 231K in October of 2018, and now it's worth 300K and isn't even built yet. You made a good decision investing there. Thank you. I see you did too. That's what I was talking about, though. See, he got in 2018, and that's why I said I got in a little bit late because he's right. The properties there are, everybody new, they do have to pay $260, $290, $300, and more. And they're awesome properties, but it's a lot easier to swallow when it was $230 versus $300, and especially for vacation rental properties. So that's what we're doing. All right, 96 Navy 9755. I see you on Instagram. Thank you for being on the Stop Struggling Now live stream. Yes, and yeah, we all made a good decision. We have other people, Victor, going over there to buy something as well. After I did some of the videos, some people have contacted me, and some people were actually at the same property I am at Vista Cana. I got the Vista Cana Gardens and Panorama Gardens, and another person got the Panorama Place. They're right in the same complex. One is like townhomes, and that's the park, and the gardens is like a condo. So it's all pretty cool. But thank you for that. Yeah, that's a hell of a deal. Already some appreciation. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. In fact, speaking, I'll go to the side deal with the real estate. This is what I was trying to tell people. Here's a perfect example. He bought this at $231K. I don't know what if he did the monthly payment plan. This has something to do with what we're talking about today. If he started paying, let's say in 2018 and October, and then he had 30 days. So let's just say he started paying in November, December, and let's just say he's paying $1,000 a month. I don't know what the number is. But my point I'm trying to make is at the end of the 3 years, he would have put in X amount of dollars. And so now that his property is going to be worth $300,000 instead of $231,000, his loan to value is now going to be better for him to get a loan. Instead of it only being maybe 50% LTV, he could be up to 70%, or actually lower, sorry. Instead of being 70% LTV, he could be at 50% LTV. Now he can go to any bank anywhere and get a loan against his property. All right? No, and you don't want to pay full cash, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this conversation's all about tonight. All right? Okay. Wilson Koo, good evening. Welcome to the Wednesday night live stream. Curtis Davis, congrats on Hard Rock property acquisition. Exactly. Yeah, Victor Marrero, awesome. I like to hear that. And like you made a great deal too, because the Hard Rock property itself, if in case you guys don't know, I did do a video on Hard Rock. You can go to the Stop Struggling Now channel. I've been to the Hard Rock Casino in Punta Cana, stayed there. I did a video. You guys can Google the channel. It'll roll up. The thing there is it's all inclusive at the Hard Rock itself. The Hard Rock charges, well, if it's regular, no pandemic, you're going to be paying, like right now, if you tried to go there, you'd be paying like $1,000 per night for 2 people. Something in that neighborhood. So if you own a condo like Victor Marrero does, and let's say, well, it's a 2-bedroom. I do know that. He has a 2-bedroom there, and that 2-bedroom isn't part of the all-inclusive at the resort for $1,000 a night, but he can still charge like $300 a night. And people are going to pay it because it's right there by the golf course. The Hard Rock has its own golf course. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have some sort of deal where they can actually go hang out at the Hard Rock Casino as well. Plus, that place also has its own pool and own little like restaurant and fitness center and things like that. So people are willing to be on that property, and instead of paying $1,000 per night, they can pay $300 per night and then get some passes or something to go into the Hard Rock Casino area, because the Hard Rock does have a casino, which is open to the general public. So it's a win-win for him. That's why I like the property too. It's just that I couldn't do 1 year and make it happen, because I would have literally had to come up with $200,000 in less than a year in order to buy property in any one of those locations there. So anyhow, there we go. Here we go. He's actually giving us the deal. Yes, I paid monthly up to half, $115K, and the remaining I was planning to do cash, but I'm thinking financing. Exactly, Victor Marrero. You have to finance it, my man. Financing in that area is only going to be 5 or 6% per year. So why give up the extra 115 cash? Because you could put the 115 cash in the stock market or crypto and some other vehicle, even an index fund, and get 12 to 15% on your money per year. Meanwhile, all you're going to have is like 115K, let's call it, at 5% a year. What is that going to be? $500 a month? Not even that. So meanwhile, your 115K can earn $500 per month. Use that. So that's why I wouldn't use cash. In fact, that's what this video is all about. But yeah, and this is another point, ladies and gentlemen. So now he gave us the numbers. So this is what I'm talking about. So now he's going to only owe $115 on a $300,000 property. That's a 30% less. That's less than 30% LTV. You don't think somebody's going to give him a loan for $115,000, knowing his property is worth $300,000? I think he will have no problem with that. Whether it's going to be a United States bank or whether it'll be a Dominican Republic bank, it's a wrap. So he put in the work. He has appreciation, and now he has options because now he's going to rent it out, and he's going to have people renting the property pay for his note. And he's going to keep the $115,000 in his pocket and put that in stock market, crypto, or whatever other investment vehicle and make more money. That's how we do it. Welcome to being an emerging millionaire, Victor Marrero. Great move. But that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why you should be thinking about these type of moves. And by the way, it's offshore. So the United States government can't touch anything about it. Because the Dominican Republic and the USA, we're not friends. All right? Silky Black in the house. Nice to see you. All right. We got somebody on Instagram. GlowNab, welcome to the Stop Struggling Now live stream. Thank you so much for being here. All right. The Galaxy is right in front of the Hard Rock Hotel lobby. Literally 5-minute walk from my apartment. Oh, yes. That's the one. I love it. You can actually see that the way they have it is you can actually see on the edge of I guess the golf course kind of goes around or something, and they actually show like a little corner of Hard Rock or one of their little logos. I thought that was a logo though. Wow. Curtis Davis dropping gems. Exactly. Victor Marrero's dropping the gem because he's got a real life case story, and people don't understand what I'm talking about half the time when I talk to them and they're saying, yeah, I want to pay cash for everything. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Right now, you're getting 30% on your money in a month. That 115K could be 140K, 150K right now. If he would have invested in certain things last month. And if he would invest in something crazy like, well, I won't even get into it, but Bitcoin, Ether, anything like that, he would have almost double. He would have 200,000 in cash. I mean, this is crazy. Why would you give up the potential to earn when, if I get, just like right now, I have a very hard time. Just like Victor's having a hard time. Because right now I'm giving up cash to pay for real estate that I know I will not be able to get 30% in a year, let alone 30% in a month. All right. So that's what I'm having a hard time about. I'm sitting there like, man, I'm giving up this money, but it could be earning 30% every month at what's happening in the stock market right now. It's not normal. We are spoiled, but it's not normal. But since it's happening, why would I give up cash to buy a new car, to buy real estate in cash, buy cars in cash, buy anything of any value in cash? Why would I do that? That doesn't make no sense. It's nice to say I bought it in cash, but that doesn't make any sense. I watched a real estate video, and being Dominican, I know it's a great investment. It's a beautiful country. Oh, Richard Reynoso, I didn't know you were Dominican. Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. Hopefully you'll be able to get in on some of that property they have over there. I am following your lead. Oh my God. I also purchased a rental property at Margaritaville Resort, Orlando, that I rent out. Give me a call for those in Florida. Yeah, Victor Marrero, hopefully you're on Airbnb and VRBO, because Margaritaville, you're going to love this. Did you know there's a Margaritaville in Cap Cana? Cap Cana in Dominican Republic is the upscale area, and they're going to have a Margaritaville there. I was actually there right there at the beach. So if you see my Dominican video, no, it's not in the video, I don't think. It's only on the stories or only on Instagram. I just remembered I didn't do a video at the beach. But anyhow, right at the beach that everybody goes to, Margaritaville is right next door. And they're all, well, it was in the gray cement right now. It's probably going to be done, I would think, in the next 6 to 8 months, because it looked like they were rolling. But that means if you own it in the Orlando property, you can go to the one in Punta Cana. And it's in Cap Cana. So that means, I'll give you an example. He can rent his property probably out at $300 to $400 a night at the Galaxy by the Hard Rock. At Cap Cana, he'd be able to rent it out at $500 a night, his condo, if it was in Cap Cana. That just gives you an idea, ladies and gentlemen. It pays sometime to be in that luxury area. But Margaritaville, they're always upscale. So he can always rent those out at nice prices, more than everybody else can get, like my Sheraton at Orlando. I can rent out like a 2-bedroom for, $150 or $130 a night. Not during pandemic. Pandemic, I have to rent lower. But when it's not a pandemic, but he at Margaritaville, he can probably get $250 a night easily. So I agree with that one, Richard. Zolo Cuevas, welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here. Thank you so much, Glow Nab. I try to keep it real. People don't understand money a tool. Exactly, money is a tool. Make sure you use it. Twilio jumped 8%, GSAT jumped 10%, MGI jumped 15%. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about it tonight. I went on this little live stream and I'm keep talking about it. This is a cash situation. I want to show you something. Somebody sent me an email. I'm not going to say their name. I'm going to share this on the screen with you. All right. A person sent me an email today, and they asked me last month, January 15th. I looked at the email. It's January 15th, and he said, "Hey, Eric," he asked me what do you recommend investing in for $100? So I sent him over a list of stocks that equaled almost about $100. And then today he sent me an email saying, well, I didn't buy anything last month. I didn't have the $100 to start investing in stocks. So what do you recommend this month? Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the ones that I recommended to him. Remember, only $100. I'm going to show you something. Check this out. Let's see. Can we see it? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll be able to show it. Let's see if I can show you guys this. All right. Thank you so much, GlowNab. I love that. I want to follow you now. I appreciate that. GlowNab, so damn knowledgeable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can see this on the screen. And for everybody that can't see this and may be watching on Instagram, I'll explain it. Because here's the deal. All right. So I respond. This is what I responded to the person with. Okay. He says, so I say, after he asked me, what do I want to do? I say, you can see what you may have missed out on in just a month. Now are different options, but see this here. So what I did was, as everybody can see on the screen, these are the things that I told him last month to get. I said, well, first letter T. One stock is around $29, January 15th. Now it's $29.28, but a 52-cent dividend was distributed. Then I said 5 shares of PSEC, which give dividends around $5.50 a share. And now PSEC is $7.30 per share. It went up in 30 days. It almost went up $2 a share. Okay, keep all this in mind. And then FCEL, it was $15.75 January 15th. Well, guess what? It's $22 today. All this is today prices. February 17th is $22. It went up $6.25 in 1 month. Okay. Then I told them 3 shares of DHT at $5.75. And again, dividends were issued for DHT. All right. We won't even talk about the dividends. Then I told him to get 10 shares of SNDL. Okay. SNDL was 60 cents January 15th. Today, SNDL is $1.81. You guys getting the picture? Those 10 shares would be $18.10 right now. That's 3 times your money. Now, any change left over, because it was only like $4 or something like that, I told him to go get Ethereum. Ethereum was $1,230 last month, ladies and gentlemen. It is now $1,830. $600 more. That means it went up 50%. Okay? When you add all those together, and the reason why I put those on the screen is because it's real up here in the field. This is real numbers. This ain't some BS that these other people do going, oh, we made all this money, blah, blah, blah. So at the bottom of the thing, I told them, look, man, that $100 would be now $130, ladies and gentlemen, 30% plus on your money. I didn't even add the dividends, which would have been 52 cents, plus another 5 times 6 is 30 cents, another 82 cents, plus DHT dividends, which are, Can't remember what DHT dividends are, but I'll add another $1. So I'll make it like $1 in dividends were issued. So basically it's went up 30%, 30% on his money in 32 days. This is the cost of lost opportunity when you're out here buying $100 of shoes, $100 in Starbucks during the month, $100 of combo meals in the month, $100 in your restaurant business or visit this month, $100 in sunglasses, $100 on your cable bill. This is what you're losing, ladies and gentlemen. And this wasn't even aggressive. This was just normal. Sublime Connor, welcome to the Instagram live stream. Glad to see you there. So all I'm trying to illustrate here, as you can see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't even nothing. This is what I told him to do last month. He would have in his account right now the value of $130. And somebody's sitting there telling me you're going to go pay $100,000 cash for a car, $50,000 cash for a car. And like Victor Marrero just said, he was going to pay $115,000. And I'm sitting there going, this is what could have happened. Start doing this times at that. He would have, if he would have done this simple scenario, he would have $130,000. Well, actually, he would have $150,000 in his account right now if he would have put in $100,000 on this simple plan. Because 100,000 of it would be 130 right now. The 15,000 he would still have left over, so he would have $145,000 in 1 month. Please tell me where I'm going to get that. I didn't have to work for it. I didn't have to even show up to do anything for it. I didn't even have to do videos for it. I didn't have to ask people to click the link down below to get their free $10 in crypto. Which, by the way, down below in the description, get your free $10 in crypto from Coinbase. Please click that link. So all I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what is going on when you're losing your wealth due to inflation. All right? This is what I'm talking about. So hopefully everybody can see that on the screen, because this is a perfect illustration of why, again, somebody's going to have to explain to me why I got this nonsense going on out here trying to keep people poor. They're sitting there telling people, buy cars cash, it feels good. Buy house cash, it feels good. Buy land cash, it feels good. Buy all this crap cash, it feels good. Meanwhile, the top 10 percenters are laughing all the way to the bank. They're saying, can you believe this? These people are out here buying stuff, and all they had to do was invest it and make money while they're sleeping. That's it. What are they doing? And why not get a loan? And in fact, I'm going to show somebody else something. I'm going to show you guys something else, because this is impromptu, but I got to figure out the car loan payment calculator. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to put this on the screen too, because this is craziness when you really think about it. All right, I'm gonna do something else here. Let me get this on the screen for you guys. So car loan calculator, payment calculator, I'm going to put on the screen. We're going to go over this. I got to show you guys something. All right. Let's just here's a $25,000 car. All right. Let me make sure I got it on the screen for you guys. I've done this before, but we have a lot of new people here. Credit Boss Jojo. Wow. Exactly. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the screen here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. This is just for a $25,000 car, right? So here I have a person who's puffing out their chest. I just bought a car for cash, $25,000. Now, look at this on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, please. This is for a person who has a loan at 3.11%, not special loans like 1.9, not 0% interest for a year, none of that stuff. This is 3.11. This is what almost everybody would have. All right. Can you see this 60-month loan period? Total cost of car loan is $27,000. My monthly payment is $450. The difference between $25,000 and $2,700 or 27,000 is exactly $2,026. That's it. $2,026. Or did, no, I think I'm wrong. No, that is right. $2,026 divided by 60 payments. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about $30, $35 a month. Really? And you're going to give up $25,000 cash. You're going to give up, in essence, from my example right there that I showed you, your $25,000 in 1 month would already be up to 30% on your money. 10% is $2,500. This $25,000 would have already been over $30,000 in less than 30 days, ladies and gentlemen. But yet the guy out there puffing his chest who bought that car for $25,000, that $25,000 car is only worth $21,000 now because of depreciation once they drove off the lot. And somehow people are calculating this in their brain that this is a win somehow. I'm sorry. I don't see how this is a win. You could have had your money in crypto and that 25,000, well, let's just say it would be damn near 50,000 right now in less than 1 month. And never mind if you would have done something like last 6 months ago or 5 months ago, this 25,000 would be like damn near 60 grand. And again, I'm getting tired of this Dave Ramsey nonsense and anybody that employs this nonsense because they're not helping you. And this is a no guru zone. We ain't out here buying your book either because we don't have to, because numbers matter and numbers don't lie. Now I'm going to show you guys something else. Let's go like you want one of these cars that costs like $75,000, right? You're puffing your chest out. You're puffing your chest out. I paid cash. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. 3.11 interest. Nothing special. Look at this. Over the 5 years, it's only going to cost me $81,000 in interest and loan at 3.11%. $6,000. 60 payments. $100 a month, ladies and gentlemen. Really? Really? You're not going to go get a loan. You're going to puff your chest out talking about, I got a $75,000 car. I paid all brand new for it. Oh, whoa, I did all good. Okay, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. You can see I strongly disagree with this. No, what you should have done was put your $75,000 on the sideline and gave these guys, they're almost damn near 0% down for this thing, and pay $1,351 a month. And you want to know why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, your money is worth less next year because inflation is 10 to 15%. It's not 2 or 3%. So what I'm trying to tell you is what I can buy today for $75,000 is going to cost me almost $82,000 to $85,000 next year. So that means I can buy more next year. In other words, what I mean by buy more is it costs me less. That $1,351 is actually 10 to 15% less in 2022 money because I'm earning money in 2022, not 2021. So now $1,000 I earned in 2021 is worth more. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's inflation. So now next year, 1,351, to me, next year, take off 10%. That's 130. It's worth $1,220 next year. The year after that, it's worth $1,000. The year after that, it's worth $900 because there's inflation. So this is why the United States government does not care about running a deficit, because $25 trillion in 2021 money isn't $25 trillion in 2025 money. The money costs less to them in 2025 because of inflation. Are you guys getting this yet? I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying, because now I'm paying less because of inflation. I have a set price of a $1,351 for a $75,000 car, but in 2021 it's really $1,351. But next year, due to inflation, I make 10 to 15% more. So therefore, $1,351 doesn't hit me as hard. And you take that out over 5 years. So hopefully you guys understand what I'm trying to say here, because this is the whole point of this whole video. I'm trying to get you guys to understand. They got you all mixed up when they're talking about buy stuff for cash. Now, the Dave Ramsey method. Let's get to it. I'll talk about that for a second. I shouldn't be reaming them too bad. I always do that because I know people are like, whoa, he's talking about Dave Ramsey. Okay, when they're talking about do 6 months of expenses, keep 6 months of expenses handy, I agree with that. But I'm not saying keep 6 months of expenses in a bank. I'm saying put the money somewhere that can actually earn money while you're sleeping. That's all I'm saying. The same rules apply. Why are you putting money somewhere that just sits there and gives you 0.01%, which, by the way, Celsius Network, crypto, that's where you should be keeping some of your money. And by the way, I have a link down below. I'm going to sidetrack a little bit because I almost did an hour on a subject matter of this is why I started Stop Struggling Now, because all my friends, they would be puffing their chests up talking about, yeah, man, I paid cash for a $40,000 car. I'm like, yeah, but you just got rid of $40K. What are you talking about? That's not a good thing. You could be using that to make money later in your life. You can always pay the car note every month. And furthermore, you got the $40K anyhow. So if worse comes to worse, you can always take some of them profits from the $40K that you invested in something and then just pay your car down. I said, either way, why would you do that? Doesn't make sense. But anyhow, I lost track. Oh, the crypto. So Celsius Network, down below, if you have crypto in Coinbase or any wallet where you're not earning any interest on your crypto, Celsius Network and Nexo, you should consider to keep your crypto there. So down below is a link to Celsius Network. There's my code, because I'm an ambassador for them. You get a $30 BTC, which is Bitcoin, if you deposit $200 or more, or send $200 or more of the coins that they accept. And the coins that accepts the highest interest, SNX for Americans, 13.99%. Matic, or otherwise known as Polygon, 13.99%. And I can't remember the one that does 12.5. Oh, that was BNB, Binance. BNB coin, 12.5% APY. You get interest every day. They put interest in your account every Monday. Humble Inc. 89 on Instagram. I see you. Thank you so much for being here on the Stop Struggling Now live stream. So that's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're talking about crypto too, because there's beautiful gains going on right now. All right. Let's go. Let me go. Yeah, we got lots of stuff going on here. All right, I'll start here again. I watched your video, came from, and yep, give me a call for those in Florida. All right, I agree with that one, Richard. Exactly. Zolo Cuevos. People don't understand money, a tool. Exactly. Twilio. That's right. Twilio, ladies and gentlemen, still going up. GSAT went up 10%. We just talked about that on Monday, Friday Night Live, last Friday. The Friday before GSAT. The Friday before that, GSAT and GILT. MGI also jumped 15% in one day. Clients' money could be growing 30 to 50% per month. Exactly. Amazing. You can't beat that. Exactly. Being undecided will cost you while food plus gas increasing rapidly. Exactly. Cost of goods are increasing. I was watching if America's invested 10K in 40 years grows to 1 million, or taxes paid 1 year. Exactly. Exactly. Your tax money is actually siphons off your wealth. That's what tax money does, ladies and gentlemen. It siphons off your wealth, because if you're getting taxes taken away, that's money that you can't invest. That it makes money while you sleep. Facts, 50% in crypto. Exactly. Totally agree. That's why I'm invested. That's why investing is critical to build wealth. You won't make it otherwise due to inflation. Exactly, Victor Marrero. Thank you so much. Contributing to an employer 401k up to the matching percent is great. Everything else, put it in the market. He's got it exactly right, because you can only put in X amount per year on a 401k. And it's a write-off on the other end on your taxes, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And this also brings up, you can do if you own your LLC, all right, you can sign up with certain brokerage accounts like TD Ameritrade. And if you run this right, you work for your LLC, aka S Corp. And S Corp and LLC is the same thing, so I shouldn't say LLC and S Corp. They're separate. But anyhow, S Corp, C Corp, you work for that company, you pay yourself a check, you put it in your articles that your company's going to do a matching percentage, just like Victor Marrero says. So now, not only do you get to max out what you get to put in your 401k as an employee, you also get to put money in from the company to match what you're doing. But remember, you're the CEO of the company. Then you get to give yourself distributions, and you get to put some more money in your self-directed 401k, otherwise known as solo 401k. Bingo, top 10%er, just like that. And by the way, I can put up to $19,000 total, unlike a 401k where I can only put up $6,000 or $7,000, depending on your age, per year. So when I'm distributing myself $10,000, I can just roll it over to my solo 401k, because I can do up to $19,000 per year. Just saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we do it. Thank you so much for mentioning that, Victor Marrero, because that's how we do it. All right? That's how we do it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what's going on. While you're sleeping, you're losing money. The dollar bill is worth less and less. So when somebody's telling you buy something for cash, like a car or a house, those are your two biggest normal payouts besides school, that's what's going to happen. All right? That's what's going to happen. You're going to be losing money. So I'm just trying to help you out with this so you guys can understand. All right, contributing to an employer, everything else put in the market. Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as you know, on a Stop Struggling Now live stream, we can talk about anything. So if anybody has anything that they want to talk about, we're at the 1 hour mark. So please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. And if you really like what we talk about and want to be help out with cash a little bit, then you join the channel. And that's why you would. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, hopefully everybody understands for future. Everybody understands why you do not pay cash for high-end things, no matter how good it feels. And the bottom line to the story is you should always have extra streams of income coming in. Anyhow, because a job, let's just face it, you can have a job. But if you haven't learned anything over the last year, a pandemic, who knew that was going to come? Loss of jobs and the devastation that has occurred, who knew that would be a thing? All right? So just because you had a nice paying job doesn't mean it's always going to be there. So that's why you have to step on it right now. You have to sit there and say, you know what? I can stave off. I don't need to buy certain things. I will just get my debt reduced, meaning get it down, because debt is costing you money. The Dave Ramsey way, I agree with this. You should try to get your debt down to almost nothing if you can. Besides long-term debt that I'm talking about, like the car, you don't pay cash. I'm just talking about credit cards. That's what I'm talking about. Get that paid down to nothing, because the interest on those are 20%, 17%, 10%. They're off the charts. They're the equivalent of inflation. And the longer you're holding it, the worse it is. So that's why you want to get those down as fast as possible. And anything that you have left over, please invest. And if the stock market starts going down, what's the rule, ladies and gentlemen? The rule is buy more. That's what you should be doing. All right? Because there's no replacement for making money while you sleep. Who knew that Bitcoin 3 months ago was 9,000? Who knew it would be over $52,000 today? Who knew Ether, which was $345 5 or 6 months ago, that it would be $1,830 today? Only people who understand how it works knew this. This is why people who understand how it works is saying Bitcoin's going to be 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. That's why they're saying that. That's why they're saying Ether. I say Ether is underrated at even 18. I think Ether should be 20, personally. But we'll see what happens. Whether it's 2 years from now or 3 years from now, who knows? But all I'm saying, that should be 20 grand, 15 grand itself. Because the fintechs are running on the Ether network. The people that do the loans like Lend, AAVE. Well, I call it Lend still, but Aave, AAVE, who lend money out. That's going to be a thing. Celsius Network, which holds money for people and gives out interest of 10, 12, 15%. And if you're outside of the United States and you want to do Celsius, you get an extra 2 to 5% on your interest. Some people can get 18.55% on their Celsius tokens or coins right now. Not the Celsius token or coin, but what I mean is if you have SNX or Matic or BNB, you could be getting 18%, 17%, 16.99% interest on your crypto by holding it. And by the way, in case you're new, you can get a loan against your crypto also, roughly around 50% loan to value of the crypto you're holding there. No qualifications, no credit check, no nothing. Just because you're holding it there, and you could have $10,000, an example, you can have a $5,000 loan. And if you're in the United States or the UK, there's a way to get a 1% or 0% loan. You heard me. 1%, 0% loan, ladies and gentlemen. Celsius Network. Link is down below. Go sign up. Now, I'm going to try and get Alex Machinsky on here one of these days because it's not all gravy. We got some things to talk about. Just like I'll give you for one instance. There's one everybody worries about is they have all this money sitting online, and if you get hacked and hackers steal your money, will you get your money back? A lot of places like BlockFi, Nexo, and any other wallet will start saying, I have insurance. But when the time comes that they get hacked, you don't see that insurance all of a sudden paying back people that got hacked. Do you? You see what I'm saying? So I want to know, he's got everything else right, but there's one thing that I want to know. Where's the crypto being kept? Is it off into a vault somewhere and you're using the backing of a government entity, a banking entity? Or what are you doing? That's major to me, because that's the final frontier. If all of a sudden you can actually keep your crypto in the places like Coinbase, for instance, if Coinbase was saying, hey, you know what? I'm keeping it in a hard wallet offline, but we're still going to, make sure you get your interest or whatever. That's the best. That's the best thing that can happen. Now you know it's not going to be hacked. And you also know there's no excuse of where your money is, unlike some wallets that have been hacked. Okay? So those are the things you got to keep thinking about. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. Zomedica. That's one of the stocks, ladies and gentlemen. ZOM. It's went up a lot. We were talking about it like a month and a half ago. Campbell RPT, welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for being a member of Stop Struggling Now. I like that new icon next to your name. And how we do this is you can always ask questions about anything. It's not relegated to real estate or stocks. We can talk about anything. Making money online. We can talk about it. All right. How much crypto do you need to start an Nexo or Celsius account? $5. Whatever you got. I think that you can hold $1. Whatever you can load up to, if you're in the United States, whatever you can load up to Coinbase and then send over there, whatever the minimum is. They don't have a minimum. So all you got to do, if you live outside the U.S., you're luckier, because now all you got to do is sign up with Celsius, and I think you can send money into Celsius to buy certain coins. It's a lot easier, and you get the higher interest rate because you can get your interest in Cell Token. And if you get your interest money in Cell Token, you get an extra 2 to 5% on your money. So it's beautiful. So anyhow, it's that simple. There's no minimum. There's no minimum. So do you do it that way? Multiple streams of income is my strategy. Army retirement, check. Rental income, check. Investments, check. Punta Cana, here I come, check. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the trifecta going on. First of all, he did the Army retirement, so he gets a stipend every month, a nice stipend. Then he has rental income coming in, stream of income. Other people are paying it in. That's an asset. And then he has other investments, I'm sure, in the stock market. Another asset. Now, Punta Cana, he gets to go over and hang out around the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in his condo, and he's loving life. That's how we do it. That's the ideal scenario. Can you touch on AU trade lines? Still a viable option and vetted. Understanding short-time option. Price depends on card age limit. Spin cap at 600 for 50 to 100-point boost. Is it possible? CJ Anderson, I can only answer this. AU trade lines are less effective because the credit bureaus and everybody is starting, well, let's just call it what it is. They know people are doing this, so now they're counting it. They're discounting it. They're making it worth less. But yes, it's still possible, but I would have to see your credit score to make sure that it could help you out. So if anything, anybody wants an AU trade line, you can send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. eric@stopstrugglingnow.com, and send me your Credit Karma login. And once I see your debt utilization, on-time payment history, and age, then we can go into if it can help you improve your score. All right? But keep this in mind. Nobody can tell you how much your score will increase. Nobody. If they try to tell you your score is going to increase a certain amount, they're lying. They don't know. I mean, they can guess, but to tell somebody I can improve your credit score 50, 100 points, that's not exactly how it works, because there's too many variables. You know, you could have 10 hard inquiries already. You could have other things going on. If you have any derogatory on there, that could also stop your progress from going 50 to 100 points. But if your debt utilization, for instance, is over 30%, and if there's an on-time payment issue where you're under 98% or less, meaning 97, 95, 97, 98% or less, or under, meaning you miss payments, then you're going to need age that's longer out to offset that missed payment. And it also depends on how many accounts are reporting every month on your credit file. So there's way too many variables to figure out if somebody can do 50 to 100 points without seeing their credit score. All right? So that's the first thing I can tell you. Hit me up at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. Send me over your Credit Karma login, and we can go from there, and I'll let you know. And if you want an AU trade line, you can probably see it, but it's at the stopstrugglingnow.com website. All right? That's how we do it. Use crypto appreciation to buy stocks. Exactly. Exactly. Some people are willing to show FICO, but I need to see file. Some people get duped by credit guys. Exactly. Exactly. Don't believe everything you hear. The credit people who charge you, I don't charge. This is a no guru zone. We don't charge for stuff to help people around here. So the no guru zone means just that. You have to keep in mind, the credit repair guys usually want you to pay them money. And the guys who do AU sometimes even want you to pay additional money because they're trying to sell other services. All I do is sell you a trade line. That's it. And then I check your credit for free. I don't charge any monies. I give you some sort of recommendation. That's it. No charge again. I just let you know straight up. And since I don't charge and have no vested interest really, other than the fact, yeah, if you buy a trade line from me, my vested interest, but you buy a trade line and come back to me and go, hey, Eric, my score went up 5 points. What's going on? And I have no explanation other than I looked at his credit file. I should know if his score can actually possibly go up. Yeah, if a person has a debt utilization of like 75% and his credit score is 630, I know for a fact if we get his debt utilization under 9% or less, then I know his score is going to go up. I just don't know how much it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go up from 630 to 680, 630 to 640, 630 to 700. But I do know if he has like 10 accounts, payments on time, and things of this nature, then I can think that it's going to go up 30 to 50 points. But I can't say that for sure. But I'm pretty sure I can, go, okay, I think it's going to be 680 after this, 675, 680. I can almost get in that ballpark, but there's no way without seeing your credit file can I even get in the ballpark of trying to figure out generally if an AU trade line will help you. So that's the point. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? A lady paid $1,000. She only got a 606. Exactly. Because they're in the business of charging. That's the problem. Price of credit, rehab, knowledge, and freedom. That's right. And if you're trying to fix your credit, you guys can always hit me up at Eric. I have sample dispute letters. And in case the short story to fixing your credit is this, you need to dispute something, then you freeze the three things, LexisNexis, Innovis, and SageStream first. Then you get the 3 sample dispute letters from me, and then you got to send those in to dispute your derogatory information. It does not work 100% of the time, so when you're sending your money to these credit repair agencies, even though they'll tell you they'll get everything off, sometimes you can't get everything off. All right? That's just the way it is. So that's why I don't want to charge people, because I know I can't get off 100% of derogatory information. So I would feel bad if I charged you $1,500 and told you I was going to get your credit removed. So that's why I don't do it. Eric advised me on self-repairing my credit 5 months ago, and my score has increased 93 points. I am way below 5% utilization. CJ Anderson, thank you so much for that glowing review. Thank you. Well, there we have it. He actually said I already did help him out. So, but he's trying to get a more of an increase. So he already knows how we do it. Healthy FICO score, a 1 year, 2 year effort, easy. Yeah, exactly. He's exactly right. You're going to end up having to probably spend 1 year minimum. And generally, it takes people 12 to 14 months, depending, of course, on their credit file. So that's how it goes. CJ, Eric, legit. That's right. Thank you, Curtis Davis. That's how we do it, because we try to help everybody. That's what the Stop Struggling Now way is. We're not sitting out here saying, buy my course down below. Oh, by the way, I have all this money. Buy my course. Oh, I have a big house. Buy my course. Hey, I have that $100,000, $200,000 car. Buy my course. Oh, hey, you know what? I made a $500,000 in the stock market. Buy a course. I still ask the same question. Since you're making all this money, why do I need to buy your course? Why can't you just tell me what it is? You don't need my money, right? Right. Funny to me. A new file, a rebuild credit difference. You got to rebuild credit. Do not do the, what do you call them? Damn things. CPNs. Do not do a CPN. Somebody just got arrested about a month or two back doing CPNs. Don't do those. It's just worth it to build your own credit. You can repair and you can fix your own credit. So don't even mess with CPNs. Eric, what do you think about folks talking about the market taking a 50% fall? Stay the course and buy more. Victor Marrero, you're a new member of the channel, but you have the SSN lifestyle way. Everybody knows. Here is the motto. When the stocks go down, buy more. That's all it means. That's right, Victor Marrero. If it drops 50%, we all buying more. And the funny thing that happens is just last year when it dropped 30%, when we were telling people to buy stocks, people were thinking these guys are crazy. So everybody was still talking about all kind of other investment vehicles, while me, Curtis Davis, G Money, a whole bunch of others, Joshua Felder, everybody else, we're sitting here saying, hey, what are you guys doing? Buy more. NEO's only $2.78, $3. Fuel Cell is only $3. Carnival Cruise Lines is $9, $10. Dave and Buster's $6, $7. Time to buy. Rack it up. Yeah. We were saying buy all this stuff last March and April. So that's the deal. He's got it exactly right. If the market drops 30%, well, if it drops 50%, that would be incredible. That would be so awesome. It would be ridiculously awesome. You should load up the bank. And by the way, since he mentioned that, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're new around here, 100% of the time that the stock market has dropped 20, 30, 40%, 100%, after it has dropped, actually, I don't know if it's ever dropped 50%, but every time it's dropped 20 or 30%, which is almost catastrophic to a lot of people, the stock market has recovered 100% of the time and has recovered on average 1 year and about 6 months. That's it. 1 year and 6 months later or sooner, it has went back up to the all-time high and then some, 100% of the time. And I have to include a disclaimer and an asterisk. Even during the Great Depression, the stock market dropped. It started going back up. But the people who bought before the Great Depression, the stock then went back up. Losing power up here on Instagram. But the stock went back up. It took 25 years to get back even. But all those people who bought at the bottom or close to the drop, near the bottom, they were making their money back the whole time, or not back, but they were making profits the whole time. But for everybody that was in at the initial high, well, they had to wait 20 years. All right. That's the only time it took any length of time. But other than that, just like in 2020, when it dropped all the way down in March, it didn't even take 1 year for it to recover and reach all-time highs. What did it take? 7 months? Come on, man. So, yeah, we buy more. That's the motto around here, Victor Marrero. And that also means we're buying UVXY. It was under $10 today. It was at $9.30. So, yes, I bought more. And TVIX, that's the velocity stocks. When the stock market reaches all-time highs, I buy more of those velocity stocks. Because if the stock market does drop 10%, my velocity stocks go up 30%. Or in the case of TVIX, goes up damn near 40%. So every 10%, I'm gaining 30, 40% on some other play. And then I'm buying more of the stocks that have dropped. It's a win-win. That's how we do it. Kickoff has started a revolving account in addition to their install loan. Too easy. Kickoff. They must have heard me when I sent them a message talking about, hey, man, how come on some people's credit I only see you're on one credit file? And what's going on? This doesn't even help people. Seriously? An installment loan? You can get installment loans anywhere. We got Self-Lender already. We got Credit Strong. I was like, come on, man. Stop playing around. All right, Kickoff, free 12-month loan, $100 per month, click, no cash needed. Yeah, but it's only $12, Curtis Davis. That's why I had a problem with Kickoff. I sent them their thing. So hopefully if they do revolving credit now, I'll go with that because revolving credit at least deals with my debt utilization. NRZ back up to 10. Top 10% don't lose. Curtis Davis, we've been around this panel with that NRZ. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know, NRZ at one time was around $15, $16, $17. Last March of April, it dropped down to almost $4, $5. And people were saying at that time, I don't know if I should buy NRZ. And Curtis Davis knows exactly what I said then, like I say now, buy more. Now look, it's back up to $10, but everybody who bought it at $4 and $5, they doubled their money in 1 year, 100% in 1 year. I'll take that. We are taking that because we all bought more of NRZ. This brother is legit. CJ Anderson, thank you again, man. Been picking his brain via email on credit, starting a business for second income stream. Got the website built for e-commerce and affiliate marketing. Real life changes. Thanks, bro. He's listening to the game plan. Thank you, man. You're the one doing the energy and effort on this. And I'm just glad you're actually doing it because a lot of people won't go through the steps. You know, they won't even email and ask. I'm just telling them like I said, I do it for free. I don't charge anybody anything. He sends me emails. I send it back to him. It may not be same day, but I get back to him, whether it's the 48 hours or 24 hours, I send it back. And he's got his affiliate marketing going. Now he has streams of income coming in. He's built the foundation. Now it's happening. UVXY dropped to $9. Yeah, exactly. I got some at $9.30 today, or $9.30. So I was like, okay, under $10, I'll take that too. All right. The new revolving account, $500 on Equifax, $2 per month. All right. Now we're talking. So that's like a replacement to Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase. So it looks like I got to become an affiliate of Kickoff now because now they have a product that I like. And $2 per month. Okay, I like that. $24 a year. Revolving, I like it. That's a bargain right there. All right. Well, you found out here first, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't have a link for Kickoff. So you got to go to kickoff.com. But I'll be an affiliate after this because now it's worth it to me to get that. I only got Self ATM. What else should I get? The more, the better. Zolo Cuevas. Here we go, man. Okay, Self is a installment trade line. So we got to get you up to revolving trade lines, right? So what do we need with revolving trade lines? We need let's see, where can we go? Because we're having, I'm trying to think with revolving. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. No hard inquiry. So here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Go search the channel under Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel and put in no hard inquiry and then put in soft inquiry. You'll have some videos that come up and it'll include Grow Credit. That'll help you out. Grow Credit for $15, their Netflix and all that, and they'll report to the credit bureau. No hard inquiry. Then you can do the shopping cart trick with Victoria's Secret and Overstock. Again, no hard inquiry. But you got to find those videos where I actually show you on screen how to do it. And that way you can add some more credit without having hard inquiries. That's what we do first. And then, of course, I will say you got to wait on one other thing. AG Jewelers, they had a problem. They reported in December and January, and then all of a sudden they're having problems with the credit bureaus. So I can't say sign up with them right now. So you're going to have to wait till next month to see if they start reporting again to all three credit bureaus. And then you sign up and pay $149 with AG Jewelry. And then you'll have a $10,000 primary trade line with I shouldn't say no hard inquiry any longer because I'm pretty sure the credit bureaus are like, hey, man, you got to do hard inquiries from now on. So it'll probably be $149 with a hard inquiry if they get back on track. But still, it's $149 with the $10,000 primary trade line, and it's a revolving credit. Okay, nothing else to buy. So that's going to be your playbook. Solo Cuevos. Eric, legit, the answer is email. Ask any question. Business, real estate, stock. Exactly. Affiliate marketing, anything. Self does have secured card for 3 months for some. Oh, that's right, Curtis Davis. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Yes, I only got Self at the moment. Right. Zolo Cuevos, since he mentioned that the credit card for Self, I forgot. Once you're with Self like 3 or 4 months, the savings portion, you can send it over into their secured credit card, which is revolving. And so you can do it that way too. So that's the beauty of Self, because they allow you to get 2 trade line. One's an installment and one's a revolving. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis, for mentioning that. I forgot about the secured card. All right, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're an hour and 30 minutes. Please smash that like button. And the same thing on Instagram. Please smash the like button. Please share these videos, ladies and gentlemen. This helps other people. We have a new person on Instagram. I can barely see it. Vlo Bansom. Welcome to the Instagram live stream. Thank you so much for joining us here at Stop Struggling Now. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys understood exactly what I was talking about with regard to this nonsense about paying cash for things that go down in value. Cars go down in value. Paying cash goes down in value, and you're giving up the cash itself that could be earning money while you sleep. All right? Houses, that's real estate. But once again, they don't go up 30%, 40%, 50% in a month either. So again, any cash that you're giving out in lump sums, you could be investing in and earning more money that way, using the investment money to buy back the other things later. So you should be getting loans on everything, especially when your loan is like 6%, 5%, 4%, 3% or less, because inflation is 15%. So no reason to pay cash for anything. All right. There we go. He's thanking. Thank you so much, Curtis and Eric. You're welcome, man. Anytime. Don't forget DCU Credit Builder loans. Now that you mention it, yes, DCU does have new loans, ladies and gentlemen. Not new. They've actually already had the loans. But if you're a DCU member, you can get a $2,000 loan. If you're already a member and you've been a member for 6 months, you would be able to get a $2,000 loan. No real credit check. They'll give you the loan. They just want to make sure you can pay them back. So you do have to show where you have revenues or a paycheck. All right. And if you want to join DCU and you can't, send me an email to eric@stopstrugglingnow.com and I'll get you signed up with DCU as a member. All right. DCU has loans for members after 90 days, minimum 1,000 with proof of. Oh, okay. Curtis Davis on top of it. He's got it exactly right. And then it would be 2,000 if you're 6 months, if you've been a DCU member for 6 months. All right. But again, you do have to prove your income. So that's another way you can go, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go with the credit. So that's pretty much it on the Wednesday Night Live, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to do a surprise with the CEO of Celsius Network, but I see he couldn't be on tonight, I guess. I sent him an email earlier today, not like I scheduled it a month out or 2 weeks out or a week out or anything. I was just sending him a message talking about, hey, man, why don't you come on and talk, as you guys already know. So if anybody has any further questions, please let me know because I'm about to wrap this up tonight. I'll see you guys on the Friday Night Live, and that's where we go longer than an hour and 33 minutes. I think the shortest Friday Night Live we've ever done has been about 2 hours and 15 minutes. But on Wednesday night, and now I'm going to do Monday nights, it's only going to be like an hour and 30 is about the max we do. All right. So I want to thank everybody for being here. My client got pre-approved, auto 5,000, plat, and 2,000 loan. Exactly. This is why credit unions like DCU, Navy Federal Credit Union, even Penn Fed used to be great, but there's a bunch of other federal credit unions right now that's killing it. Eric, WFC, that's Wells Fargo, ladies and gentlemen, up 3%. Wells Fargo went all the way down to $23, ladies and gentlemen. That was my initial entry point. I loved it, and I bought more when it dropped to 23, and now I believe it's up over 30. Let me go look. Why don't we go see what Wells Fargo is? Yeah, I think it should be 30. Yeah, it is 30. I'm pretty sure. Let's go see. Oh, it's 36. Wow. Okay, what a surprise. Jeez. Okay, here, in fact, why don't I just show you guys something? Here it is right here. October 30th. Here it is, $21, ladies and gentlemen. It was down in that range, so it was just an October 30th, November 3rd, $22. I bought more. And people were like, why are you buying Wells Fargo? They just gotten some lawsuit or whatever. I'm like, guys, they shouldn't be nowhere near this. Here it is. Just from October 30th, 65% on our money. See what I'm talking about? How am I going to put away cash somewhere when you can earn these type of returns? Now, of course, I haven't sold, but 22, 23 to 36 in less than 6 months, that's incredible. We're being spoiled right now. G Money's in the house. I missed out tonight. George Maple. Okay, everybody that's new, this is G Money is his nickname because he gives us gems all the time. Putting pressure on him for some new gems. Eric always catches the bottom. No, I didn't get the bottom, man. I didn't get in at 21 or 22. I bought again when it was 23, which is what my initial entry point was. So when I saw it, it was at 23. I was like, whoa, what's happening? Let me get some more. And now it's at 36, which I never thought it was at 36. I don't even pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of like set it and forget it because I don't even have on any losses or anything, and there was a reason. The reason why I don't have any loss set up or anything like that is because I totally do not believe that the stock market is going to drop 50% anytime soon, or 20% for that matter, anytime soon. The reason why is very simple. Bulletproof Financials, Sky Business. I see you on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here on the Stop Struggling Now Live. And I might run out on Instagram. I'm running low on battery power, but I'll let you know how that's going. But the thing is, Wilson Koo, thanks for the great information. I lost my train of thought because I welcomed everybody on Instagram. But what I was trying to say, I believe before I lost my train of thought, Curtis Davis, I'm back in RF this Monday. G Money in the house. What's up? Yeah, I lost my train of thought that I was talking about. But what I was trying to say was just what I was saying was the WFC, you have to buy. Oh, the reason why I don't think the market's going to drop 10, 20% is because it's simple. There's stimulus checks, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be stimulus checks to the people. Some of you already have stimulus checks for $600. And then there's going to be more stimulus checks in the next 3 months, probably, or 2 months of $1,200, $1,000 or more. So therefore, that's going to happen. And then there's going to be EIDL money for businesses, and there's going to be PPP money for businesses. And we know what's going to happen, just like last time. There's going to be $1 million corporations getting $1 million PPP money. And then they're just going to buy back their own stocks. So this is why I'm not even concerned about the stock market really dropping in the next 6 months to a year. That's why you should be buying more. Just like today was a red day for a lot of stocks. Buy more. All right? G Money, what's up? Teladoc hit 305 pre-market Monday. NNDM trending. Yes. Oh, my. 305. That's incredible. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me go look at this. This is surprising. How the heck? Teladoc stock. 305. That's incredible. I'm gonna put this on the screen because people, this has to do with what we're talking about tonight. The power of cash and it's utilizing it properly. This is 6 months ago. 6 months ago, this is 217. Now look, 32% on your money. But look at this. If you would have had cash in hand, it dropped in November to 172. It was under $200. And sadly, I didn't invest. I don't think at this point. I invested, but I don't think I got in at 170 something or 180. But anyhow, if you'd have got in at 186, just in November, you would have earned 50% on your money. This is why getting rid of cash to buy homes, cars, and all this other crap, you could be putting your money in a place that earns money. And this year is another year the stock market's going to go up. All right? People have heard me talk about this on the Friday Night Lives ever since December. When I was saying then, I said, guys, there's just going to be new records. The stock market is going to keep rising because why? They're giving us more money. At that point, they were giving people unemployment checks of $600 a week, more than what they get normally. So it's common sense. And they got to still bail out the top 10 percenters. Whenever they're giving out stimulus money, the top 10 percenters are going to get out bulk of that money. And what are they going to do? They're going to buy stocks. They're going to buy crypto. That's why the crypto and stock market are going to keep going up. So either you're going to be in earning some of this money while you sleep, or you're going to be out being left behind. You take your pick. But you can't be scared right now because you're getting left behind. So those people that were telling you, hey, Bitcoin's not going to be anything, or cryptocurrency is not going to be anything, even a year ago, 2 years ago, they led you astray. They should have been saying, hey, that's a viable vehicle that you can make an investment in. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but you should buy a little bit of it. That's what we were doing here. You should buy a little bit of it, just like buy a little bit of gold and silver, physical, a little bit. Why not? When there's inflation, precious metals go up. That's why you should have yourself some PLG. That's right. You heard something weird. A stock, PLG. P as in Paul, LG. All right? I'm just saying. All is good. Curtis Davis. Catch you guys on Friday Night Live. Good night. Good night, G Money. We'll see you on Friday Night Live. All you have to earn, 1% per day for 100 days, 100% per year on a stock. Curtis Davis, you're breaking it down too easy. G Money, good night. CCIV on fire. Oh, man. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I just, the reason why I'm kind of at a loss, here's CCIV, and then I'm going to end it because I get kind of, I'm kind of losing it because there's a lot of Johnny-come-latelys on YouTube, on where all the social medias, acting like stock gurus. I'm not a financial advisor or nothing like that, but it's common sense. So when we were talking about CCIV, which is supposed to merge with Lucid, all right? And we were talking about it like 6 months ago, all right? Maybe not 6 months ago, but it was like a month. What is this, February? So it's a month and a half ago, right? We're talking about CCIV. At the time, it was only $10. You guys can see on the screen. January 11th, $13.20. People were like, okay, it's going to merge. It's not going to merge, whatever. We were like, hey, this is an EV play as far as I was concerned. It still hasn't merged. But anybody who bought in at I'm going to start at $14 a month ago. Here it is, 297% on your money, 3 times your money. All right. So any investment is now 3 times your money in less than a month and a week. All right. CCIV. And we'll go with, you guys already know about Fuel Cell because that's the one I sent over to the guy January 15th when it was $15.75. And now it's $22. So again, that's 50% on your money in less than a month and 2 days. And then we were talking about like other stuff. BLNK, for instance. 6 months ago, BLNK is like $9.95. Everybody can afford this stock. This is November 6th, which is only 3 months ago. But let's talk about when it was September, it was $6. Okay, we're talking about 5-6 months ago when we were talking about getting BLNK. 619%. We've done over 6 times our money on BLNK. We were talking about all this stuff 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months ago when everything was in single digits. And now we're sitting here a year later and everybody's in the stock market. Everybody's in crypto because it has increased 50%, 100%. But everybody at Stop Struggling Now who was here a year ago, we have stuff that has increased 600% to over thousands percent. And I'm very happy about that. And that's why I love video, because you can go back and see in the March live what we're talking about. You can see in the April lives what we're talking about. You can see in the June lives what we're talking about. So it's not like you can say we weren't talking about it. We're not Johnny-come-lately around here. And thanks to the community for people like G Money, Curtis Davis, Joshua Felder, Wilson Koo, and a bunch of other people. and the community helps out by giving some stock tips, advice, and things to look at. And that's how we all grow. And that's how we all can make a little bit of additional money, a community effort. All right. The top 10% found people got smart in 2020 during pandemic. Invest. Exactly. I picked up a new company today, ETF, BATT. G-Money. G-Money, you know I'm not going to let that go. You know I can't let that go, because every time you mention something, it's been big time. Oh, yes, G-Money. Yes. So today they had what is this, 1902, but after hours it went back up. So we're still at after hours. Where are we at? 1902. Okay. Well, we're at 1902 on a lithium and battery technology ETF. Okay, I like that. That's an ETF, ladies and gentlemen. I like that. In case you don't know, that's suppliers. So lithium batteries, nickel companies. This is part of the EV play, and it's an ETF, meaning that ETF has multiple companies that are into the lithium battery technology space. So I like that. They're probably going to have a bunch of the top 10 companies, and everybody knows how we do it here. When there's places that invest in the top 10 companies, we have to be there. So I like that, and $19 is reasonable. Good night, all. Enjoyed the chat. Thank you so much, Victor Marrero. Thank you so much for your input and becoming a new member of the Stop Struggling Now channel. Hope to see you at another time, Friday Night Live, same time, same place. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end it right there because G-Money's in the house giving us a BATT play. The man, he's given us the ARK funds, gave us the UAVSs, the AVAVs, things like that. And don't forget your chip companies, ladies and gentlemen. The AKTS, TSEM, TTMI, your semiconductor companies. And I'm missing one that I liked last night, which was, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, man, I can't find it off the top of my head. There was another one last night that I liked. But anyhow, we'll have it. Oh, and Ryan Felder just showed up in the chat. And how could I forget? Riot. Oh, Ryan Felder with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here. And the Riot is correct, and Mara is correct. Everybody who's a member of the channel, if you're watching this and you're not a member of the channel, then you would know under the community tab that I told people that I bought Mara like 2 or 3 days ago and last month. And Riot I have not bought, but they're both going up because they're blockchains, but they're stocks based on the blockchain. So that's both are beautiful stocks, ladies and gentlemen. It's the future. So if you still haven't gotten or invested in Riot or Mara, I suggest you do. All right. So good calls, Ryan Felder. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end it right there. I want to thank everybody for being here. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. All right. Let's see. Did I forget something? All right. Yep. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why we have to talk about the real, that there's inflation, that you're giving money away when you're buying depreciating property, depreciating things like rust cars, things instead of getting a loan and using inflation and using your money to work for you, you give it up. You don't want to do that anymore. Not in this day and age. You want to make sure your money is working for you. You can get loans at 2%, 3%, 1.9%. So you can pay minimal amount of interest over 5-6 years. Who cares if you're going to pay $2,000 or $3,000 of interest over 5 or 6 years when you're making 30-40% on your money per year? You can do it. Go check ARK funds. If you don't want to try and pick stock, go to ARK Invest. Go see their stocks. I mean, not their stocks, but their ETFs. Okay? You can go see Vanguard. They're getting you 15 to 20% per year on your money. You don't have to pick a stock. They just have their group of stocks. Go see Fidelity. Doesn't matter. Everybody's winning in this stock market. But you can get 20 to 30% on your money every year. It's not that hard right now. So just do it. So with that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.